Hey guys, ShepDog25 here. Just wanted to make a video relating to positivity. Been kind of wanting to do this video for a while, but I'm really inspired now that one of my best friends that I actually met through YouTube, through the gaming community back when I did gaming videos, Fran, which I will link her link to YouTube right below because she just made a video about positivity. Now I apologize for the lighting changes, but kind of trying to do some other things while I talk to you guys. To give you a little hindsight back into my life, I do not handle anxiety very well. That is something that I struggle with. Stress, I do not handle that very well. And part of my family is actually chronic depression is run through. So I don't feel depressed. I don't know if that's something that it could run in my side of the family or if I could, deal with. But there's times where I will clam up and kind of just shut down when I'm feeling overwhelmed. So I'm trying to my biggest focus, especially here lately, has been trying to remain positive and look at the good things in life. I have so many good things, they way outweigh the negative things. So the way I kind of try to look at it is like this. Back when we bought our first house, me and my wife, I was laid off and lost my job, which is a big shock when you first get a house and are adjusting to a new house payment. So that was a very negative time, obviously. And my wife and she went through a miscarriage roughly around the same period. So surrounded by negativity, right? Pretty bad things that can happen. That's not really much that I've talked about. Fran probably knows the majority of this, but this is kind of nothing I really talked openly about, especially to the public. But so there was a lot of negativity that surrounded. But the way that I look at it now, when you look back that was a very rough time in my life. But here I am now, and a beautiful new home with a job that I love, with 2 boys that are everything to me, and a life that I couldn't ask for anything better. So what I believe is the negative things, especially when they make big impacts like that in your life, yes, it sucks while you're going through it, but you will survive. You will get through it. All you have to do is push, believe, have faith. I put all my faith into God during that time. And that really was like an anchor bat in my family, and having a good partner, that's what matters to get you through those rough times is, you know who you can trust and rely on, and having that anchor during a rough time really helps. I feel like that builds the character in you. That pushes you to be better down the line. I mean, I don't know how else to really say it other than I feel like negativity builds the character that you are, as far as like big impacts like that. Now, the way I also try to look at something, so say if something minor happens that just really, really makes you angry, just pisses you off. For example, you go through McDonald's, for example. I'm just trying to throw something out there. And they forget to give you something, and they give you the wrong order, and you get so upset and mad about it. The way I kind of look at that is, yeah, it's aggravating, but if that is the worst thing that happens to you that day, you're having a pretty great day. You are better off than the majority. There's people out there who have no home, who have no jobs, are struggling. And if that is the worst thing that affects you, then why let it bother you? Why let that impact the rest of your day? Something so small and so meaningful, or meaningless, I should say. I apologize. Meaningless. Don't let that affect your entire day. Do not let some person, so they could be an asshole who wants to to be negative or say something mean to you, or just because of the way you are, don't let that person affect you. At the end of the day, all that matters is how you look at yourself. You know that you gave everything you have. And if you can look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of who you are and proud of your accomplishments and proud of where you are in life, that's all that matters. If you got a family, you know, your friends, if you know, you got people that truly love you, you have more than some people in this world. You know, just in that alone, to have that support system, and just all that matters is not about what this person that you don't even know thinks about you. Be true to who you are. Never ever change the way you are because of somebody else's perspective that you don't even know. Who cares? Don't let it affect you. At the end of the day, you know, for example, I used to be heavily overweight when I was younger in school, and I got picked on a lot for that. And at the end of the day, you know, you can do something about that. You can change that, but that person could not change how ugly they are inside to pick on somebody for something so small. So that's why I say be true to who you are. If you go against the norm of society, who cares? Who cares what society thinks? Be you. Do what you can do. Look at yourself in that mirror and say, I am proud of myself. I am who I am, and that is not going to change. You know, that's just kind of the way I look at it. I have so much good going in my life, to even if something bad happens, even if I get a little tight on money every once in a while, I have 2 boys that I would give anything for and lay my life down for, a wife that is the best thing that I could have ever asked for, a job that I love to go to, a job period that I have. I have a way to provide for my family. You have to look at something like that. Now, so that my biggest message is be you, be proud of you, give everything that you can for yourself. Do not worry about anybody else. Do not let the small things affect you. Enjoy life. Life is too short to dwell on the small things. Everything has its way of working itself out. You just need to take time, calm down, and figure out a solution. You know, I am a very big proponent in God. I put a lot when I stress or have a lot of doubts. You know, I have always looked and had a very strong relationship with God, and that, you know, I know everybody may not, but that is my biggest anchor. But regardless, as long as you just stay true to yourself, have faith, everything will work itself out. It may seem tough now, may seem like you're struggling now, but you will turn it around. I promise you that. Just you know, just keep going, keep pushing. Another couple things that I loved what Fran does. She writes down all the positive things that happened that day, and she made a point about going to the shop by yourself, and that is very hard for people with anxiety. You know, don't like to be. I struggle with big crowds. That's my thing. If I feel enclosed, or like for example, we went to my brother-in-law's birthday dinner, and there was, my Lord, there was probably 21 people, and I felt just, I did shut down a little bit. I got quiet. It tends to happen, but I looked at my wife and she just said, "Are you okay?" And at that moment, it popped in my head, yes, I'm not in my comfort zone, but sometimes you have to go outside of your comfort zone and push to make yourself stronger. Like that was a moment for me to change, you know, deal with this, learn to process, slow it down. It's okay. You know, even though it's everybody I knew, I just felt, you know, claustrophobic, I guess, in the sense of that. So that is my recommendation. Put yourself outside your comfort zone and just go with the flow. Enjoy new things. Try new things. You know, festivals are very prominent here, at least in my state. I imagine most places when it's nice weather, summertime, and there's a lot of people there. So that can be a little nerve-wracking for me sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's worth it for me to get out of my comfort zone, because I always end up having fun. every time. And when I can snap myself out of that discomfort, I feel so much better. You know, my kids, there's always kid stuff to do. They're having a blast. That's what it's all about. It really is. It's not, you know, you got to feel comfortable for yourself. And I promise you, if you just give it, you know, give it some effort and you want to go out there and try something, get out of your comfort zone, do it, you know. So at the end, just kind of recap. Be yourself, be true to you. Never change for anybody. Don't care if you're against the norm of society. That's all that matters. You have friends behind your back. You have people, your family behind your back. That's all you need in this world. Who cares what Joe Schmo says about you that you don't even know? Don't worry about it. Life's too short. There's a lot of fun in this life. Push through the negativity. If you have something bad going on, push through it. There will be an answer. I promise you, you have support. You guys, you know, are more than welcome to ever message me, or whatever, if you guys need to talk. I hope that if this video can impact 1 or 2 people, that's all I care about. I just want to try to spread being positive out there as much as we can, because I work on that daily to myself. Please don't think that I'm an expert. I'm not. I have to work on this every single day. It's hard to not dwell on the negativity, but misery loves company. I'll leave you with that as well. If you have somebody that is constantly a negative person all the time, it breeds misery. You know, that is a very true saying. You know, misery loves company. So surround yourself with positivity. Be positive. Push through anything, any rough patches, and I appreciate you watching the video. Sorry, it's a little like, you know, a little energetic here. I just got home from the gym, and I always feel pretty amped up even after the gym. Just, you know, especially today was a good session, and I probably still have a little bit of the pre-workout caffeine rolling through at a high rate. So feeling a little energetic right now. Again, I'm going to link my extremely good friend Fran's channel down below. Fran, I love you to death. Thank you very much for the inspiration, for pushing me to get this video out. You are the best, and I love you all. Peace.